TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What about Mick Foley? What are your early memories of Mick?
Crazy man. He gonna kill himself. We watched him fall off that ring out there, man. I said, man, my gosh. And my boy takes some unreal bumps, man. You know, I don't know how he made it as long as he did. I used to get like me and the rest of us, he gonna hurt later on in life.
Did anybody ever tell him to tone down his style and say, Mick, you don't need to do that much?
They probably did. I wasn't one of them,
right.
And I'm sure Robert never wasn't one of them. You know, heck, we come up underneath their dad. You know, he'd talk his boys into doing hard ways.
Right. Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Lawler and Jack, he was Cactus Jack then, before he became Mankind. He's one of those guys you talk him into pretty easy to doing the hard way.
Huh. Wow.
You know, Mankind, Cactus Jack, he'd do anything for the wrestling business.
What are some of your early memories of teaming up with the Mongolian Stomper?
Me and Stomper was champions there in Knoxville for a little while. Stomper is a tough man. I always liked to have him on my side, you know. If I got in trouble or something, you know, Stomper would be, if I was going to be in a fight, I guess I'd want him on my side.
Good guy in the ring?
Yeah. Stomper rough now. He beat the heck out of you. Had good matches with him, against him. Better lace him up tight, though.
Right.
He gonna come get you.
Memories of the Riches?
It was Davey Rich. I still see him and make a few trips with him from time to time. And Johnny Rich, they were good-looking boys, good in the ring, and enjoyed, you know, wrestling against them all the time. There was one time in Mobile, I won't go too far into that, but it got kind of funny.
Well, what happened?
Well, one of them was having a hard time getting in the ring.
Oh, okay. Partying or?
I think maybe he had a little too much party. I don't know what happened to him. If he got scared or what happened, but he was having a little trouble getting in the ring. We got tickled at him.
Joe LeDuc?
And Joe LeDuc. You know, Joe was a great friend that me and Robert loved. We made a lot of trips with him. Joe was a big old strong guy that we loved to death, and he liked us. He seemed like he liked it down in the South, you know, and he did well.
What about Tom Pritchard when Tom started up?
Tom Pritchard was a great hand in the ring, you know, and Tom was with me in Knoxville here a few years ago. We had a deal called Rocky Top wrestling, and I had a match against Tom. Tom's a good hand. Just fond of Knoxville because I was there for a long time and things were so good there. You know, a lot of guys wanted to come wrestle there because I guess he was known for party territory.
Any good stories from the party days?
Many stories. You know, I guess the whole thing was pretty much a party. You know, the wrestling business is like playing baseball or football. It's something most of us enjoy doing, and you can make a living at it, and you know, you can party hard if you want to, as long as you don't go too far with the partying.
Right. Have you seen a lot of guys go too far?
Well, not really myself. I mean, we've been surrounded with guys that's taking it too far.
Right.
That's OD'd, and you know, make an ass out of yourself, and I guess we've all done that from time to time. So.
Was there a time when your dad suggested to you to get out of the territory so you learn some more?
Yes. He, not necessarily in the territory that we were when we first started, it was in Montgomery, Alabama. And we both enjoyed being together. And he didn't press that fact so much then. But at other times when I was in Tennessee or someplace that he suggested that I would go to other parts of the country and be seen. Well, he was right. He had a good point there, but I was having such a good time in Knoxville, I
Yeah.
didn't leave.
Did any of the boys who ever had issues with your dad or grandfather ever try to take it out in the ring with you?
Not that I know of. Was never mentioned. I've had the hell beat out of me a few times
All right.
for something else.
Was there any pressure on you ever to be being a son of a promoter and wrestling out of the territory?
I'm sorry?
I was going to say, was ever any pressure on yourself to be a son of a promoter and then be wrestling out of that territory? When you go to other territories, did you have a lot of pressure on yourself?
Not really.
Same as
You know, I guess I always felt a certain amount of pressure, you know, because from myself, that, you know, I wanted to do good. I wanted to try hard. I wanted to make it as far as I could. I enjoyed what I was doing. So
right.
I guess most of the pressure that I've ever received came from myself. A few times, you know, maybe some of the other boys, Nick Goulas had told me before, Nick actually gave me my first big break. And he had, you know, he put a little pressure on you sometimes. Oh, boy, you got to do this and do that, you know, work hard. But I like Nick. Nick was real good to me in my day.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.